Welcome to Ark Watch and welcome to my solo survivor series where I go in as a solo raider against other solo raiders and try to get as much loot as possible and of course as many or as little kills as possible. The point of these videos is to basically educate you on how to be a good solo raider. It is a full commentary video and yeah, I will be going through my thought process and explain to you why I do things the way I do them and for what purpose. So we spawned on obviously Blue Gate on the left hand side of the map, which is not really that good in my opinion, but we can't, control the spawn, so it is what it is. My goal is to go to the underground and get some juicy loot. There's a lot of good stuff there. So at the beginning here, I'm walking around, whatever, going through the village is my idea, is to go through the village. And I already see a person in the distance. I am equipped with a torrent and a Il Toro. Very close range guns, obviously, so I can't really do any long distance combat. But in here, I'm trying not to really rush in, just kind of sneak up here. And unfortunately, I got a drone on my ass. But I gotta deal with this guy too, so I'm a little bit sandwiched. But in my opinion, dude, the Il Toro is just absolutely insane, dude. It's ridiculous how strong that shotgun is. So obviously we killed the guy, and then I have to kill this thing, and now we're making a bunch of noise, and now I'm being attacked by another individual. Thankfully, I had smoke bombs. If you get attacked in the middle of the battlefield, like this out in the open, you need to use the smoke bombs. I used to think smoke bombs were really bad and useless, but oh my god, was I wrong. I highly recommend you guys bring at least a smoke bomb or two. And this thing is still following me. Thankfully, this rock saved my ass from getting shocked. But, it is what it is. No one was shocked, obviously, except for Kaya, but that's besides the point. So, here we go. I am trying to reset the fight and yeah, see what's going on, assess the situation. I'm not sure where the guy is. I don't really know if he's chasing me or if he's just, behind somewhere else. But yeah, I healed up a little bit and I'm gonna try to go kind of around and see what's going on instead of going back, exactly the way that I came from to see if I can find a little bit of an advantage here. And here's the annoying thing, sometimes when you jump up on the rocks, you can't get up over them. I don't know why, they need to really fix that. You start bouncing like an idiot. But anyway, I see shots, or hear shots, and these two guys ended up fighting, which is good, because now it has created a distraction for me to go in as a third party. So this guy's getting blasted from the left, and I'm coming in from behind with a shotgun. He's dead. I'm rushing this guy in, I shoot him, and he's dead. So it was smart to basically going in instead of trying to heal, simply because, well, they were already fighting. Obviously, they're probably low HP, or some HP has been taken away, and the shield is probably not there, because they traded shots. So it only made logical sense to keep rushing in there and to finish him off, because if I didn't do that, he probably would have went back, healed, and reset the fight, which is not what we want to do. And he didn't have smoke bombs to escape. Or maybe he did, and he just didn't really use them, and he just decided to find me. Maybe he made a mistake. But I don't know that, and I don't care. At the end of the day, we are victorious. We just got 3 kills within the first, 3 minutes and 30 seconds, as you guys can see here, by simply being smart about it, by using our smoke bombs at the right time, by disengaging when we needed to, by resetting when we needed to, and by re-engaging when we needed to. So, you have to be smart in these types of solo raids, or any solo raid, really, for that matter. Okay, so we're doing good. We're filled up on some stuff here from, killing those people, obviously. And I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I was just looking for something, but I've decided to book it simply because there's too much noise was made here, or we made too much noise rather at this point, and we need to get out of here because the longer you stay in an area where the noise was made or a fight has went on, the worse it's gonna get. More people are gonna be attracted to it, and they're gonna come in and they're gonna want to see what's going on. Maybe there's some dead bodies that they want to loot, right? So, the noise attracts people, no matter what it is, and you just gotta get away from it after you're done doing whatever you're doing. So, yeah, I'm trying to book it here, through this forest, into the village, and then into the middle of the map, and then go underground. And yeah, I will actually show you a really cool spot where you can get pretty decent loot here, which is where I'm going. So for the next few minutes, it's going to be a little bit uneventful because, I'm just walking around and running around. But in the meantime, guys, if you are enjoying these types of content, make sure to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And let me know if you have any questions. And there's a rocket here above me. So I'm trying to do whatever I can not to get in front of it, because if I get in front of it, it's gonna see me, and then we're probably gonna get fucked. There's also a drone right in front over there, but that's not really that big of an issue. We can just also go around that, or honestly kill it, but I'd rather not kill it, because again, making a lot of noise in this area is just not a good idea. A lot of people spawn here. A lot of people also come here simply because there's loot in the church, there's loot in the village. So it's just not a good idea to be around for a long time. So I'm kind of like making an around run, so I don't have to fight the drones. Taking the long way, I should say. Simply because it's just safer, I guess, and yeah. The thing that you don't want to do in Arc Raiders, man, what I've noticed from playing for like a week, is take too long to make decisions. And this applies not only to solo raids, in my opinion, but also, trios or duos. Like, let's say you guys are let's say you and your teammates know that you're about to get sandwiched, right, from both sides. While sitting there in the middle between the sandwich or whatever is not really a good idea, and you need to make action. You need to decide really quickly if you want to get out of there, or if you're gonna push the team in front of you, or if you're gonna push the team behind you, or if you just want to get out of there so you don't get third-partied. And there's just been many cases where me and my friends didn't make decisions quick enough, and we stuck around for far too long and ended up getting killed. That's just not good. And, the same thing applies here. Something's going on, you need to make a quick decision. That doesn't mean to not be patient, but yeah. Oh, look, there's a dead body here, so I gotta watch out, man. Someone got killed. Maybe he got killed by a rocketeer, we don't really know. But obviously, this guy got stripped. He doesn't really have anything on him except for some ammo and some useless, well, not useless parts, but loot that's not really good for us right now. So in here, we got some poppers, and it's kind of bad and good. I don't know how I didn't get hit there. That's ridiculous, because I didn't even shoot it. It just blew up, but whatever. So this is the room you want to go into underground. I actually really like to rush this place, especially if I spawn close. Simply because there is a room in here that really gives you a lot of loot. And I'm just like searching for boxes, and I'm trying to look for batteries here as well, if I can find any. But anyway, if you go to the right, I believe, into this room over here, clearly someone's been here, because everything is open. This is why you always close behind you guys. Yep, I was right. There were voices, so someone's in here. And clearly they're working together because they're talking to somebody in a very friendly tone. So this is the room that I was talking about. It was clearly breached already, and no, you don't need a key for it, but there's 2 breach boxes here that you can open up if you have the breach thing in your skill points. By the way, this run is actually being done with 0 skill points invested, and I think I'm like level 48 or 49, or maybe even 50 at this point. And if you guys are wondering why I'm not putting any skill points in, it's simply because I just want to see how far I can push the limits. And I mean, I'm still doing pretty good, man, with no skill points. I know it's really dumb, but I'm stupid and old, and I like to do dumb shit. And see how long I can last without putting skill points in. And honestly, I'm also waiting for people to figure out what's a really good skill point route to go before I put it in, because if you put it in, you're gonna waste it. Anyways, back to the game. It sounds like they're fighting a bastion, so my opportunity here is either I can help them, or I can find a way to backstab them if they're, having a tough time and they're getting hit a lot. But in this case, I believe I do help them out, or actually I think they kill it before I even get there. But my point is to make friends, I think, because at this point, we've already killed 3 people. We got some loot on our side, right? So it would be kind of foolish to try to fight 2 people when they're clearly gonna open up fire on you if you try to open up fire on one of them.
I'm chilling. Huh? Yeah, I can take the loot from it. I just wanted to kill it. Huh? I fucking hate clankers.
So they seemed rather friendly. There was really no point in me engaging hostile with them.
So you guys want we go hit
Oh, Jesus Christ.
check out a hatch key?
But yeah, basically, I'm kind of telling them I'm good on my own. I do also have a hatch key here. I do highly recommend you bring a hatch key to your solo raids. unless obviously you're doing a night raid solo, simply because night raids have all the hatches closed, so they are useless, and you'd be wasting a safe pocket slot. So don't do that. So basically, we've made 2 friends, I believe, and we got free loot for basically doing absolutely fucking nothing because they did the work. And you know, I'll be honest, when I was climbing this ladder, I was 100% positive that he was gonna shoot me in the back, but I, you know, decided to risk it because at this point I'm already exposed. I was gonna die anyway if they started shooting at me. Whether I was up the ladder or not, I just took the risk, and thankfully it paid off. So in this game, you need to know when to be hostile, when to be friendly, and if you want to be friendly all the time, that's fine. You know, you can play how you want, but I'm just telling you how I like to play. You know, I'm not the type of a person to tell people how they should play Arc Raiders. I think that's the beauty of it, is that people have free will of playing a game that they paid $39.99 for, and with their hard-earned money, hopefully. And yeah, they should play how they want it. I'm not gonna sit there and cry about it if someone killed me after they appeared to be friendly and they backstabbed me later on. I understand that it's part of the game's design. PvP does reward, you know, certain things like obviously loot and, you know, more survivability and things like that. And it can also work out the opposite way. If you don't kill somebody, you can also get more loot in a different way. Like in this case, if I probably tried to kill them, I would have died, and I wouldn't have gotten those pulses from the, you know, Bastion or whatnot, or cells, whatever they were. So yeah, you know, there's always a plus and a minus, or a positive and a negative for everything and your choices. Yeah, that's just something you have to decide on your own. So in here, I'm trying to get out of this place, and the reality is, I'll be honest with you guys, you probably are wondering, why did I not go the way that I came from? And now a Rocketeer is on my ass and making a bunch of noise, which is terrible. So this is a huge misplay. And the reality is that I completely forgot where I came from. I got lost. But there's a dead body here, so we're gonna loot it and see if they got anything. Oh, look, a battery. You need battery, guys, for your project, for one of your stages, so definitely grab batteries. I believe you need like 30 of them. I'll be making a full guide on that. But yeah, you know, the whole project thing is not for a while, so I think we can actually send our dude to an expedition in like December, like early December, something like that. Anyways, that's besides the point. So yeah, I'm trying to visualize my memory here of where I came from. I believe I did cross this walk, or this catwalk or not, or whatnot. Or maybe it was this way, right? I don't remember if I went through the pipe, and like I'm just kind of running around like a rat in a maze, literally, basically at this point, trying to get out. You know, we have plenty of time. Time is not really the issue here. The issue here is finding a way out and not get hit by a Rocketeer or be alerted by a Rocketeer or running into people that we don't want to run into. And at this point, I am trying to kind of avoid combat because I've already killed 3 people. I have, you know, 53,000k worth of loot, but yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I should replace this with. And also, guys, you can see what items are worth more or not by, you know, putting stuff into your inventory, and see what you can replace if you're trying to make more money. Obviously, if it's an item that you need, even though it gives you less money, or an item that you don't need to sell, then keep it, because I think that's more important. And I'm just checking out the lockers here. Might as well, since I'm already here. And I got more rusted tools and water pump, which is pretty good. We're filling up on loot here. I am over encumbered, unfortunately. But it's, oh, a light bulb, which is really good. You guys need 5 light bulbs for your expedition. So make sure you have at least 5. If you get more than 5, you can start selling them. And in here, I'm trying to debate what I should throw out or if it's worth throwing out. And yeah, again, comparing the loot value by putting it in and out of the inventory. So in here, I believe I'm getting back into where I came from. I remember I was climbing up a ladder or going down a ladder, and it was a certain level that I had to get to get here. Now I have to get to the certain level down to go back outside to where we came from. I know it's not up, and I remember it had to be down, and I think this is the level that we were on. And then I remembered that we did cross this catwalk here, or whatever the fuck you want to call this bridge. Yeah, and it was this way, because this is where it leads to the outside. So there we have it. I think we finally made it out. Sorry guys if that kind of bored you. But at the same time, if you think about it, if I didn't take as long as I did here, certain things would not have happened. You know, timing is everything. And in here, I went around the fireball, shot him with a Torrent wasn't really a huge fan of that, simply because we just made a ton of noise now. Now people know we're here. And something interesting is about to happen. So I'm just gonna let it play out here, as we're about to go up on the zipline. Okay? I think it's coming up here in a moment. Oh, there's a turret here. I don't remember if I kill it. I think I do. Yeah, I have to kill it. Because it's in the way. Yeah, the torrent, man, is really good up close, man. It kills shit really quickly. Alright, here we go. I got kind of lucky here, in my opinion. So I got scared there, and I had to go down because I don't know what their reaction was gonna be. I had to go there. They did say don't shoot, I think. So they did appear friendly, but I can't take risks at this point. Even if they're friendly or they're saying they are or whatever, I just cannot trust it. I have to kill them because I'm trying to leave. It's 7 minutes left on the clock. We have a lot of loot on our side, and we don't even know what they have. But let's find out.
You know what? I really fucking hate people like you. I do.
It's too bad for you. That's okay, though. I am so glad that I've killed this person, and I'll tell you why. Well, you'll see why here in a second. That's one blueprint, and that's another blueprint, and that's an epic trinket. And there's a blue augment. This is why you kill people near the end of the raid. Why? Because they have a lot of shit on them, because they've survived this long. Look at how many trinkets they have. And look, and the weapons. Yeah, man, this is, you know, a good haul to end the raid right before, you know, extracting. And I'm hoping that no one's gonna come in. You know, 2 blueprints, man, off 1 body is pretty rare in my opinion. I'd say it's pretty good. Look, our loot is now at 91k. So I'm trying to figure out what to get rid of, because I'm trying to get as many trinkets as I can, simply because they give me a lot of money. I'm like, okay, this is it. My inventory is full. I'm already over encumbered. I don't think there's anything else I can really replace it with. I'm just gonna leave. So at this point, we're killed 4 people. We got like 95,000 coins worth of loot. We befriended 2 others. We got a couple of bastion cells. I think it was like 3 of them, which is quite a bit, man, considering that they're, you know, of epic purple quality. And we have a hatch key, and we're just gonna go on our merry way and escape at this point. So the only thing that stands between us and the hatch is some random idiot that will try to kill us. But thankfully, that was not the case here. And this is how I solo survived on Bluegate, guys, in this run, and got 95k worth of loot without putting any skill points in. And if you don't believe me that I did not put any skill points in, well, I'm just gonna show it to you here without doing any cuts as we get into the main menu, so you can see it for yourself, that it's not like, you know, pre-edited or something like that. The commentary is being done after the video was, you know, recorded, but the, you know, the gameplay was there without the skills. As you guys can see, I'm level 49. I just got a skill point. I'm going back into the loading screen as I click continue, and immediately I'm gonna go into my skill points, so you guys can see that I literally have 50 skill points available at the time of that recording. I have no skills involved or invested, and yeah, you're probably thinking that I'm dumb, and I would argue that I probably am, but I just thought it was an interesting experiment. Yeah, so there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you hit like and subscribe, and I will see you soon for more Soul Survivors.